In this video, I'm going to give you 5 steps on how to create something called a lead magnet that attracts your ideal customers. Now, before I begin, let me ask you a question. If you paused your ads today, would your inquiries drop for next week? Now, because for most businesses, they would, which means this: you don't own your pipeline or your potential customers who need your service. They are owned by the platform that you're advertising on. You're renting that platform because every click is costing you. Every lead costs you. And the second you stop paying, your leads stop coming in. What that shows me is that you're not in control. It means that you're totally dependent on ads and will keep having to pay for ads for survival. Now, I'm not anti-ads. We use them in our agency to help our customers to get more leads and traffic and sales flowing into their business. But if ads is the only source of leads you're building your business on, you're on rented land. Now, today, I want to show you how to fix that. Not with a complicated funnel, not with a 200-page ebook, just by using something called a lead magnet that attracts the right people and starts building an audience when you actually own that database. In other words, that everyone who fills in that lead magnet to get what you want, which I'm going to explain to you in a second, you own that and you can use it anytime. You're not dependent on Google Ads. You're not dependent on anyone at all. You own that. Now, stay with me because people get this wrong at step number 1. So before you continue, if this is sort of content that you'd like, in other words, that you want to find out how to get more leads into your business without necessarily paying for ads, then hit the subscribe button. Join the audiences that I've got already who are supporting this channel to help me create weekly videos or weekly content for people just like yourself. So what is a lead magnet? A lead magnet is something, for example, a guide which you give to someone of value to them, usually for free, in exchange for their email address and their name. So that's all you do. You're giving something away in exchange for some basic details. But here's the mistake that most businesses do. Most businesses end up creating something broad. For example, marketing tips, mortgage guide. These are just generic and they're forgettable. They're useless. Your lead magnet should do one thing, and it should solve one specific pain point that your potential customers have got. Because we're not just trying to collect emails, we're trying to collect buyers. We're trying to attract buyers. And that's the big difference. And in the next step is where business owners quietly sabotage themselves. Step 1, decide who you actually want. This is otherwise called your audience, because you cannot attract everyone. Because they say that if you're speaking to everyone, you're speaking to no one. If you try to attract everyone, you'll be attracting the wrong people. You'll be attracting price shoppers. You'll be attracting the time wasters. You'll be attracting those people and the ones who will never convert. So instead, ask yourself, who are my best customers? Who pays without friction? Who values what we do? What problem do they have to complain about repeatedly? Let me give you a few examples. If you work with estate agents, don't create marketing ideas. Create how to get 5 property valuations a month without buying leads. You see the difference? If you're a mortgage broker, then instead of saying mortgage guide, how about buy to let success checklist every UK landlord must know before applying? If you're an employment lawyer, then how about using something like facing redundancy? Your legal rights explained UK guide. If you sell non-alcoholic drinks to corporates, then how about 10 premium non-alcoholic drinks your clients would actually enjoy? Now, do you see the difference? Specific attracts serious people. Vague attracts no one. Now, in a minute, I want to show you how to turn that guide into something simple that you can build quickly. Step 2, solve one small painful problem. Now, this is where people overcomplicate it. It's not a book. It's certainly not your life story. It's one win, a checklist, a template, a script, a mini audit, a calculator, something that they can use in just 10 minutes. Why? Because quick wins build trust, and trust turns into booked calls. Here's the part that most businesses ignore, and it's where money is actually made. I'll come to that shortly. Now, before I continue, if you want a framework that you can follow and build this properly, just comment the word lead below and I'll send you something that you can model and start implementing straight away. Right, let's continue. Step 3 is keep the format simple. This doesn't need to be fancy. It doesn't need to cost thousands of pounds. Value beats design. You can create this in a Google Doc, a simple PDF file, a short Loom video, a spreadsheet. The idea matters more than the layout. Don't let perfection delay you, because the longer you delay building an audience, the longer you stay dependent on paid traffic such as Google Ads. Now let's talk about where most businesses completely waste this opportunity, which nicely brings us on to step 4. Build a simple capture page. One page, one message, one action. Strong headlines, clear outcomes, short bullet points, and then the capture fields such as, hey, what's your name and what's your email address? No menu, no distractions, no waffle. This page has one job, and that is collect their email and their name. But collecting their email is not in the win. And in this next step is where 90% of businesses drop the ball. Step 5. What happens after they've downloaded your lead magnet? This is where the part that separates amateurs from professionals. Now, most businesses send, hey, here's your download, and that's it. That's a wasted opportunity. After someone downloads your guide, you need to do a follow-up. You send value, you educate, you send proof, you position yourself as the expert on that guide. You then invite them to take the next step, which is book a call or request a free review or apply to work with us. The lead magnet opens the door. The follow-up builds the trust. Trust turns into revenue. And the best part is you can either do this all manually, or you can use a very simple system to automate the whole process for you. If you want to learn more about this, put the word leads in the comments below and I'll send you over a full guide. Now in the next video, I'll break down exactly how to structure that follow-up sequence properly so it doesn't feel pushy. So why does this change everything? Because when you build an email list, you stop starting from zero every single month. You're not relying entirely on ad spend. You're not praying the algorithm behaves in your favor. You own the audience that you have now created. You can email them next week, next month, when you launch a new product or launch a new service. When ads get expensive, that's stability, because you're no longer dependent on the ads. And most business owners only realize this when their performance starts to drop. Build the assets before you're forced to. So here's the summary. Pick a specific audience, solve one painful problem, keep it simple, build one focused capture page, follow up with them properly. Do that and you start to attract the ideal customers instead of constantly chasing them. Now guys, if this was useful, firstly, hit the subscribe button. And if you want help on building this out for you properly, you got two choices. You can either click on the link below and book a discovery call with us so that we can work out what your business is, who your ideal audience is, and what type of funnel you need, what type of lead magnets you need, and build it all out for you. Or you can just comment the word leads in the description box below and I'll send you over a guide on how you can do this all by yourself. Take care, guys, and I look forward to seeing you on another show. Goodbye for now.